This is a really common tactic, except, I mean, not with the Headhunters. You'll notice a lot of Orcs will do their Tier 2 push using the Farseer and Firelord with summons. You use level 2 Wolves, and the level 1 Fire summons give a lot of front lines, and it's really hard for a player who's not able to deal with that, as far as like getting a Purge or a Disenchant or anything to take those out. So Ripa is now going in for another push here on Crazy Cat's base. Crazy Cat is going to be TPing in. You notice that Ripa just got one of the towers down, that same tower that he killed before. But now we're going to see some really good usage here of the Shadowhunter's second ability, the Chain Healing. He's using it on the weakest unit at first, and then you see him using his Raiders and Grunts and Heroes to try to focus fire individual Headhunters. He does a really, really good job of saving his Raiders. He brings them back when they're almost dead, and right before they die even, he tries to use a healing wave on them. Actually just lost one Raider there, but you see how many Headhunters are falling really quickly just to the Serpent Wards and the level 2 Wolves on Crazy Cat's side. So Ripa is now taking some pretty heavy hits from his Farseer. Crazy Cat saying, hey, I don't want this push to last any longer. He's still kind of at a little bit of a disadvantage on the army's actual size, as many units he's had. So he pushed the Ripa's Farseer to try to push him back. And whenever you don't want to make a fight, that's actually the strategy you want to do, is poke on the enemy hero and force them to retreat. Because a lot of people don't want to lose their heroes, or if they don't have a TP or waste a TP, either way you'll make them retreat and have to regroup. Give you a little bit more time to establish his tech units. He's looking to try to get a few more Raiders and maybe re-add a Grunt or two into his army. Actually, now he's going to be all those Raiders he healed back. You notice he put him in the back of his gold mine there. I'm talking about Crazy Cat at the moment. Now he's basically saved those two Raiders. A really, really important save there. Really denying Ripa that experience and keeping those Raiders in his army. Definitely a good move. Alright, this is the time where both players are actually going to be doing a little bit of creeping. It's a little bit boring time, but we'll see what Crazy Cat's up to. I think he's going to try to take out one of these null camps. Actually, no, Crazy Cat's going in for a push, so we'll not speed through this. Rip is the one who's creeping at the moment, which is something he really needs to do, although he should probably be bringing his Farseer back at the moment. Definitely want to get that Firelord up in levels and try to get him a little bit more balanced. You'll notice Crazy Cat's side, his heroes are really close to levels 3 and 2 compared to, well, actually now they're both 3 and 2, but Firelord just got 2, so a little bit of a hero level advantage on Crazy Cat's side. This siege is really going to help make this little counter here really effective. The 2 Demolishers, you notice, we're able to quickly take out that Spear Lodge, and with the Raiders and Grunts, this Voodoo Lounge is actually going to get on pretty quick too. This is going to delay any type of Bat Rider counter, or actually we're not going to be seeing Bat Riders in this one, but that's really the big reason to have the Voodoo Lounge involved there. It's going to delay any healing capabilities actually after this push, but since I've already seen this replay, I can tell you that Ripa's actually going to win this push using his Headhunter's Focus Fire to really good advantage. As soon as he's going to be putting some Focus Fire on the enemy heroes to try to get them to retreat, same as the enemy did. These lava spawns right now are actually serving a really good purpose, serving this front line here, kind of distracting Crazy Cat from attacking the Headhunters, which are the DPS kind of at this current time right now. So Crazy Cat doing a little bit less good of a job, I guess you say, as microing his weak units. He's got a lot of low HP Raiders. He doesn't want to lose those, and he knows he's going to be outnumbered with this Farseer and Wolves. And now that his heroes are actually really low on mana, he knows he's kind of at a bad position. In order to stop taking so much damage from his heroes, he's going to opt to Town Portal out, save his 2 Demolishers and his weak Raiders. But in seeing this TP go off, this allows Ripa to quickly see what he holds alt and see what units are weak, and he was able to take out some of the Raiders. And he's taken out the rest of the wards, not the base. So I don't know if you could say who actually came out ahead in that. I guess since Ripa forced the TP of Crazy Cat, I guess you could say Ripa kind of is ahead now at this point. However, Crazy Cat didn't take out that Spear Lodge, which just completed now. So now in order to completely fortify his, he's actually going to go for a Witch Doctor with Master Ability Healing Wards on for Ripa. He's going to have to wait till the Spirit Lodge gets completed until he can start making his... start doing the research and everything like that. So definitely a good push there by Crazy Cat. I actually probably say he's in the advantage at the moment. You notice Crazy Cat's actually going for a really good diverse army. This is the standard Orc mix that you're going to see. You're going to see Demolishers, you're going to see Kodos, and you're going to see Spirit Walkers. Actually, this is the standard mix you're going to see versus a lot of army types. And you actually probably will see Shadowhunter a lot too, especially Orc vs. Undead or Orc vs. Night Elf. The Shadowhunter with Hex will help control higher tier units. If you're not up, you see bears, and also it'll help focus fire individual fiends versus undead. Versus human, I don't see it much. I definitely see Torn Chieftain a lot more versus human. But we're going to see, this is the big creeping time that I think was going to take up a good amount of time, so we might have to speed through this in a second here. But both players, again, trying to creep just to get their level advantage. Crazy Cat actually got a pretty decent item here using Scourge Bone Chimes. All his units, except for the Kodos, are going to get affected by that and have like a little bit of a life-stealing effect. Later on in the game, it loses its kind of potency because it's only kind of like a level 1 Vampiric Aura. Hold on, where is it? Actually, the Shadowhunter and the Spearwalkers aren't affected by the Vampire Aura. I was talking about the Raiders and the Grunts are going to be affected by it. So it's still a pretty good item. Keep your Grunts and Raiders alive a little bit longer. It's definitely going to make creeping a lot easier, especially with your Wolves. If they're critting and life-stealing, is definitely a good idea. So here, they're both players still creeping again. Not a lot to say. Let's go ahead and up it. I'm at like 1740 right now. Right about now I'm at 1740. Up it to 2x speed in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2x speed. We're actually going to slow it down real quick. I just noticed something. There's a Kodo Beast that Rippa's found out, and he's chasing it a lot. And he's actually going to get the kill, but you notice that Crazy Cat obviously did this on purpose so he could get some better positioning. He knows now that Crazy Cat's going to, or that Rippa's going to be taking out this Null Warden camp, and he can go in for a creep jack. So let's go ahead and slow it down here. Get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1x speed. Sorry for all this changing. I'm trying to learn how to do this quick changing through the slow times here, so hopefully it works out good for you guys. This is a really, really good fight here for Crazy Cat. He's just now getting his Spirit Walkers in, making the focus fire of the Headhunters, or although are now upgraded to 2-1 and are Berserkered, makes them really, really weak versus this army. You notice an Ensnare actually went off on this sheep here by Crazy Cat's army, so that was the LOL from Rippa there, I'm pretty sure. But Spirit Link definitely key in this game for kind of negating all this focus fire damage from the Headhunters, and actually now Troll Berserkers, so definitely a good fight right there. I wanted to go over with you. That Creepjack was a big key battle in this game. You notice the army size is now in the Firelord actually got killed during that battle, so definitely really bad situation for Rippa now. You're at a 41 food army versus 65 food army, and Crazy Cat playing very defensively, definitely doesn't want to push until he gets his full hero level advantage. He wants to get level 5 on both his heroes, but the instant he does that, he really needs to put the pressure on. And right about now is actually the time you want to be scouting out for other players' expansions. Just send wolves out to individual gold mines. You notice both players are going to be doing that relatively quickly. There's an expansion going up actually on Rippa's side at the South Gold Mine there. It's I guess you consider this his natural gold mine. It's a little bit further than his away from his base, but it's really far away from Crazy Cat's base, and it's definitely a better position to go for other than the one that's to the direct north of his base, because that gold mine would be in between him and Crazy Cat, and Crazy Cat would easily be able to scout that and continually take that out. We do have Master Witch Doctors now in the mix for Rippo, which is a big key part to keeping these units alive. With a little bit of micro, you could pull units that are weak back and just kind of hide them or tuck them around by the wards and allow them to stay in the fight longer, especially if they're ranged units now by like these Headhunters. They're able to stay in the fight a little bit longer and prove a little bit useful. I'll see some sentry wards going off now in Rippa's base to scout out these wolves, and the wolves are actually there to do a little bit of peon harass. If your opponent isn't going to have any way to detect invisibility, those level 3 wolves with the invisibility and critical strike, really, really cool to bring those in and harass your opponent's peon line, especially when it gets close to the time when they're almost out. You want to be able to take out their peons, make them have to remake those if they want to do an expansion. More creeping going on. Crazy Cat's actually going to clear his expansion. He's going to build it here in a second. And he just, did he get level 5 yet on his Shadow Hunter? No, he's going to get level 5 on a Shadow Hunter after he clears this Goblin Laboratory. I should be moving his Farseer back, because right now his Farseer is not going to be getting any experience from these creep camps, and he could probably gotten his Shadow Hunter level 5 a little bit earlier. But normal move. Now he's bringing his Farseer back. What a lot of the top players will do, you'll notice a few, I can't think of any off the top of my head, probably Lake Duck or Grubby. You'll notice them, a Lucky Duck or Grubby. I always say Lake Duck just to be funny. But they'll use their Farseer, the hero that's higher level, that's not creeping. Usually they'll let their Torn Chieftain or whatever when they first